my perspective, you have yours. So you always have to run anything anybody says through your God self or through your own soul discernment. Okay, so we are on, woohoo, this is the new moon ceremony in Aquarius. We are February 10th, 2024, and we're going to be looking at some of the stars that this new moon happened to hit and some of the astrology that's coming up, because the new moon always sets the astrology for an entire month, or not really a month, but an entire lunation. So let me share my screen, because what we've got going on is I like to sing in the archangels. And so I'm sharing a presentation right now that I created for us for new moon ceremonies. And here we go. These are the things that I suggested everybody bring. I suggested everybody bring a journal and a candle. So we're going to light the candle right now. And what this signifies, lighting the candle, is recognizing that, yeah, there is spirit within me and within you, within each one of us. So we're like looking for the spirit realm, and it's right here within us. So here's my candle, my recognition that I'm the light, you're the light, we're all the light, and we're going to be bringing in some starlight, but it's all light, okay? It's all within us, as well as be, in the realms. So here we are, our candles are lit. The other thing we want to do is I want to clear my auric field. I get really excited and I get to calm myself down. So I have two tools here. You can use either one, or just thought intention works real well. So here is, I'm just kind of taking a lot of my, what I'm doing right now is I'm sending my mind on vacation so that the better part of me can come in and do this class. And then I'm taking this essential oil spray and spraying it. And that just kind of helps me tune in to more of Renee as spirit, or my higher self coming through. So that's what I want to offer you guys. We also are looking for long scarves, because we're going to move a little bit. It helps to embody the information I'm about to spew out if we move with it, and then it starts to become part of us and we start to get it in our own way, because all of us are going to need to receive information in our own way. So we've got, here we go. Also chocolate. I like dark chocolate, but if you can't eat chocolate, then just something little sweet or bittersweet would be good. Also want to sanctify my water right now. This is water from Chalice Wells, which is the heart chakra of the world in Glastonbury. So I'm just putting 2 drops of this. This is lasting me for years. This is lasting me for a long time, because I just use a couple of drops for every ceremony. If you don't have sacred water, but you know Reiki, you can put a Reiki symbol in your water. If you don't know Reiki, you can just put a spiral in the water and an intention of love, so that when you drink this water, you're drinking in love, and we are mostly water, so that works. So here we go. We are going to sing in the archangels next. And here's the, can you guys see this? Raise your hand if you can see this. I'm going to make Carrie co-host in case anybody accidentally unmutes forever and dogs start barking and things like that. So Carrie's now the co-host. She can mute anybody that needs to be muted. Okay, so here we go. What happens is, since we have some new people and some people that have been here for a while, I like to call in from the different directions. I started working in shamanic circles and all of these different directions of bringing the energies in, and I associated that with archangels. And so over about a period of 3 months, this song started coming through, and so we're starting facing east. So we're going to stand up and face east and sing in Archangel Raphael. And then we're going to go south. So east is here for me. Figure out where it is for you. Then we're going to go south, west, north, below, above, and within. So I just had Melissa joining us. Let me say, yes, it's the Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. So beautiful to have you here. We're facing east. We're going to sing in the archangels. Here's what we're singing. Here we go. Just see if you can feel the energy as we move from place to place. So here we go. My head's chopped off. Okay, let me do this. Spirits of the East and inspiration, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the sun, spirit, Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the west, loving spirits, Archangel Gabriel, please come. Spirits of the north, clearing spirits, Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of the Lord, Mother potentiality, Archangel Sandalphon, please come. Spirits of the Lord, Mother Sky, perspective change, Archangel Metatron, please come. Spirits of within, space gifts, Archangel Hanael, please come. Okay, notice if you feel any of those archangels in your body when we sang them in. Did any of them hit somewhere? Was one stronger than the other? For me, Archangel Gabriel came in the strongest and told me, dude, you didn't get your journal ready. You're going to journal like everybody else in this thing later. So whatever messages you might receive, just take that and say, thank you, angels, for that message, for letting me know that you are here with me now. So here is what's going on. This is a chart cast for the exact moment of the new moon. For me, it was yesterday at 2:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in Baja California, Mexico. Rosarita Beach, that's where I am right now. So the ascendant and the midheaven are different, so I didn't put them in this chart. But what is the same for everybody, no matter where you are on the planet, is the sun right here. This is the little glyph for the sun. This is the little glyph for the moon. And whoop, they're on the same degree, 20 degrees, 40 minutes. And what sign are they in? Well, we look out to the outer ring and we say, whoop, there's Aquarius. So yes, sirree, this is the new moon in Aquarius. And since Pluto just moved into Aquarius, we're like really feeling the Aquarian energy right now. And I don't know about you, but I was expecting it to feel one way, and that's not how it's feeling. So I had to process the fact that it's not my expected change, but it is change. So I had to deal with that, and I'll give you a tool to help with that if you're still going, what is this? So here's the sun and the moon together. So all of these are glyphs of planets, stars, a couple of trans-Neptunian dwarf planets thrown in for good measure, a couple cosmic points, and we're kind of looking at some of the things that are going on. So yes, the sun and the moon met, and that's important that our outer egoic personality that we've been creating over years and years to survive on this planet, and the moon, which is more of our dreamy soul secrets hidden inside of our hearts, waiting for us to ask for their guidance and reveal themselves to us and see what's being conceived for me now in this age of Aquarius. So these two, the day and the night, meeting every month or every lunation, every 27, 28 days. So who came with them? Who was conjunct this meeting? Well, there's Mercury, which is a good thing because Mercury is our planet of communication. So we can speak about what we experienced and we can write about what we experienced. So this is a good one because Mercury's right there. So when we journal later, some things might come up that may surprise you, and you are free to share them or not share them, depending on how you feel about it. And there's this little thing right here is a star, and this star is called Castra. And I'm going to go a little bit more into what that one is. And so you can see that that was just before, like a few minutes before the sun and the moon met. So interesting, if you have anything in your chart at 20 degrees, especially an air sign at 20 degrees, but anything, or Leo at 20 degrees. I happen to have my sun at 20 degrees Leo. So my sun is opposite this new moon. So I got some extra downloads the day before the new moon hit. So that was fun. I'll tell you guys more about that. And here, the one after it, the one we're feeling more today is Nishira, which is a star that's pretty close to this too. Now, these are not famous stars. These are not your alpha star of the constellation or your beta star, the big bright ones everyone talks about and puts their telescope on and has all of these, humanities, heritage. These are not those stars, but it's always nice to get information from the stars. And there's always an opportunity to bring in that light and that information which this star holds when the sun and the moon are on them. So here we go. Next. Oh, yeah. So trine. Now, why there's a trine? Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Chiron is over here. Okay, so Chiron has a, it's kind of wide, but there is Chiron. It's right on the north node. So Chiron is conjunct the north node right now. The north node goes this way. Everybody else normally goes this way unless they're in retrograde. So these two, so we can look at our sacred wounds when Chiron gets activated. So Chiron is activated in this new moon because it's right on the north node of our destiny, where we are going in our life as our soul planned out before we got here. That's what we're tuning into. And there's a wound that felt really icky ooey when we were growing up and we had to deal with it. And now that we're looking at our life from a higher, more soul-based perspective, we start to see, oh, that wound was actually a sacred wound. And oh, wow, there's some destiny that happened because of that situation. Once we know our Chiron and how it's worked throughout our life and had our Chiron return, whether we really tune into, oh, this is what I'm giving. This is what I came to Earth to give the collective. Duh. Okay. Thank you. I guess my life was not a complete waste. It was actually amazing. So that's kind of what you do when you really understand your Chiron return. So if anybody out there on the replay or here with me live now is going through a Chiron return, that's a big opportunity to really step into more conscious life creation, really stepping into destiny instead of just kind of floating around in the fates. So that's a good one right here that got activated during this. And let's see, blah, 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 blah. And Mercury is actually more conjunct Pluto than it is this new moon, but that's just kind of interesting. So Mercury, a couple days ago, had an exact conjunction with Pluto. You might have felt it. It might have felt like, wow, this weird kind of transformation of the way that I think or the way that my consciousness comes in. So that just happened. What's about to happen this month is Mars right here is going to have a conjunction to Pluto, and then boom, it's time to take action. So you just be ready. Maybe what you come up with today as what is being conceived within you in the meditation and the baby step, Mars is coming into conjunct Pluto, the planet of transformation. That might give you that extra push to actually put into action that which you may perceive today. So that's coming up. After Mars makes its conjunction with Pluto, Venus is going to make her conjunction with Pluto. And Venus is much more harmonious and beauty, and she's the divine feminine. She's the goddess. And so that might actually help us connect with that divine feminine part of us that's more in the receiving mode than our culture trains us to be in the more masculine doing action mode. They want us to be productive, right? So, but really, if we're really going to do what and bring what our soul-based intention was, if we're really going to love everyone we come into contact with, including those that believe wackadoodle stuff, in our opinion, then we get to open to more of the divine feminine, where we're receiving more of a connection to our little part of the divine feminine within us. So we've got all of that going on. Anything else I wanted to say? Yeah, Pluto is all year is going to be conjunct these three stars. Right here, Aldebaran, Aldebaran, and Altar. I have a whole video on Pluto and these stars. If I'm going to post it. When I post this on YouTube, I'm going to post those videos so that people can go back and hear those, because Pluto all year is going to go from 0 degrees to 2 degrees and then come back and then tap its little foot in Capricorn and then go all the way back up to 2 degrees. So that's what it's going to do this whole year. It's going to just go a couple of degrees in Aquarius. So anybody with early degrees Aquarius, woo, this is going to be your year. If you want support on that, I'll have links for how to book sessions with me later. But that's not necessary. That's not what this video is about. I'm trying to give everybody this idea of what this new moon is about. Okay, next we have Gong Gong conjunct Deneb and Fomalhaut, which is Archangel Gabriel's star. So hey, duh, no wonder I felt Archangel Gabriel so strongly when we started in. So there's Gong Gong right there. It's a trans-Neptunian dwarf planet that deals with helping us tap into our empathy for everyone on the planet, including ourselves. And it's like, when we can do that, it opens this whole treasure trove of wisdom. So that's Gong Gong. And that's Archangel Gabriel's star right next to him. And there's Deneb. If you want to know what Archangel stars you have in your chart, I have a special right now looking at the Archangel stars. So Saturn, last lunation, Saturn was right on Fomalhaut and Deneb. So now Saturn has moved a little beyond that. Stars only have a 1 or 2 degree orb, depending on its brightness. So but Gong Gong is still there holding that space for us. And so there is a trine that Pluto is making right now. So trines you're in the same element. We've got air here. Pluto's in air, 0 degrees air. And ooh, look, we've got air sign over here. We've got Libra, and this is the galactic pole, which we're going to talk about. And that's at 0 degrees Libra. And we've got the supergalactic center. So with Pluto is coming in, there's this flow of energy, this like download that Pluto is absorbing from these 2 points. So there is this beautiful thing happening in air, and it's kind of hard to put our hands on air, right? Because my hands are going through air right now and nothing, I'm not capturing anything, right? So a lot of times I will think about rainbows and just pull in the energy of rainbows. So right now we have a trine here. I've got a trine right here, a triangle, all these blue lines. And so I'm just taking rainbow energy and moving the rainbow energy. And as I do that, I start to feel the flow of all the different colors, of all the different frequencies. And then that helps up level me so that I can understand this information that's coming through. So that's happening. And we've got Eris is still, do you believe this? It's been happening for the last 6, 7 lunations. Eris is still opposite the star Arcturus. Arcturus and the South Node are no longer conjunct. The South Node has moved on, but Eris is still there. Mercury is across from this star, which helps us claim our sovereignty. So that helps us put ourselves in the driver's seat, responsible for our own life, our own choices that become as conscious as we can possibly make them. So if we're still blaming everything outside of us for what's happening to us, we get to tap into Varuna and open into, okay, what am I learning here? I'm responsible for my life. How can I make more conscious choices? Blum, blum, blum. Neptune is sextile Mars, so that's kind of interesting. Mars is at 27 degrees and Neptune's at 26. So, and they're like 2 signs apart. So that's kind of interesting. Neptune is our spiritual planet, and I have in Rosarita Beach, Neptune's at the top of the chart. So we've got all of this energy with Mars, this ready to take action, moving out of Neptune's lower vibe of illusion, delusion, and into the higher vibe of spirituality. So that can happen. Mars can help Neptune with that. Then we have a grand Earth trine between Venus, Uranus, and Juno. So there's Venus. We were talking about Venus. There's Uranus at 19 degrees. And there's Juno, which is an asteroid goddess that deals with relationship and being loving and caring in relationship, but not being a doormat, which is like this really fine line. So we've got all of this beautiful trine here. We also are having a lot of squares between what's happening here with Pluto and all of these personal planets that are going to be coming into Aquarius. They're all going to make a square to Jupiter over here. Mercury right now is square Jupiter. And so all of these are going to square Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, which is this big expanding Earth energy that's going to help us ground a lot of this air. And then all of these personal planets are going to see right now, the sun and moon are squaring Uranus, which is the big planet of change, which I didn't even mention. It was the first one on my list, right? So this is a biggie right here. This is what's happening to the sun and the moon right now. It's having okay, you got to ground this. You got to ground all this air. And I talked about the flow of the rainbow in a triangle as one way, and the galactic pole down here is another way, which I'll go into a little more. But I've already been talking for a half an hour. So let's see. Anyone have a question now before we move on? I made a whole bunch of other slides that I'm not going to be able to go into very much because I want you guys to experience the ceremony. I want you guys to experience the movement of all of this and to be able to journal. So if anybody wants to unmute, if anybody wants to raise their hand, if anybody wants to ask the question, this is the time to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on to the next slide and I'm going to go these really quickly. This is what the star Castor looks like. That's right by this new moon. We also have an object, a Mesner object, conjunct for February 9th. And so we have this huge cluster of stars right here. That's a picture from NASA. We have the stars that the sun and moon are on are in the constellation Capricornus. There's Aquarius up there, and that's Nishira. And this was that M30, that star cluster we just saw in the other one. This is Nishira right here. So when we do the meditation, I'm gonna call in these stars. You may feel them, you may not feel them. I'm going to skip. I have pictures of the 3 stars that Pluto is on right now, and I'm going to skip those. And I've shown pictures of Arcturus before, but I'm just going to show the picture of Fomalhaut, which is Archangel Gabriel's star right now. And this is the Archangel Gabriel's card that I pulled. So we're going to get ready now for, wait, I didn't talk about the galactic pole. I'm going to do that before I step into prepping you guys for the meditation. What happened? Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Huh. It was here the other, oh, here it is. Okay. So this is the one that's Pluto is trining in Aquarius right now at 0 degrees Libra, the galactic pole. And this is the way that I'm perceiving it. Actually, I perceive it as this line, this white line, a little stronger. So feeling this point, that's a mathematical point where we're taking the Earth and the center of the Earth, and we're extending it out to the center of the galaxy. So that's why they call it the galactic point. It's the center of the Earth relating to the center of the galaxy. And so that point is within each one of us. It's part of what is helping us center. So if we've done work and we can feel this channel, this central channel within us, and then for me, this big bright part is this transmutational heart chakra that just pulls in everything and integrates it. So we can connect to our central channel, which is connect to the galactic pole. And we can use this galactic pole to ground us to the core of the Earth and help us anchor to the center of the galaxy. And when we do that, especially if we're in, like, there's a lot going on and there's a big trauma, big transformations in our life. A couple of you guys just moved, big upheavals, connecting to your central channel, connecting to the galactic pole, which Pluto is trine right now, so it's an easier connect at the moment, especially with the new moon. So this is one of the things we're going to be tuning into in the meditation. Does anybody have a question about the galactic pole before we go on and prep for the ceremony? Okay, so these are the things you guys need for the ceremony. Make sure you have your journal out and open. Make sure you have sanctified your water. Okay. Let's see, we've got our candles here. Make sure that when you've got your scarf, that the scarf does not hit the candle. And let's see, anything else I need to say before we get started? I am about to turn on the music, but what are we doing when we move? How are we going to integrate this? Well, one of the things is to feel the galactic pole, and we might want to be like extend our hands all the way over our head and feel our feet going into the center of the earth as we're moving, as we're dancing. Another thing that we might feel is we're going to be asking during this meditation, we're going to do movement, a guided meditation. What is being conceived within me now? After we move, we're going to sit down and ask ourselves that question. We're going to find our baby step that Mars and Pluto are going to help us initiate. We're going to journal. We've got our sanctified water that's going to help bring in our intention. We have a sense of communion with our chocolate, and then we're going to share for those people that want to. Now, one of the things you can embody is the constellation Aquarius. So you can like move your hands like the constellation while we're moving, or you can move your scarf in the pattern of the constellation. I find I can connect with all of the stars in Aquarius when I do that, and I can then feel the field of Aquarius. So give that a try and see if you can do that. I'm going to be talking about surrounding ourselves with a golden halo from head to foot. And this is like just this golden light coming through, just like Archangel. I keep calling her an archangel, but she's Our Lady of Guadalupe. She was an indigenous goddess outside Mexico City that got transformed into a Christian divine Blessed Mother figure. So interesting what happens. Strengthening, she can help you. So all of this golden light can help you connect to this star information. And then we can connect and integrate. We've got our masculine energy and our feminine energy, and we can integrate the divine feminine, divine masculine, so that we can merge. That's part of what we do in the eye of the heart. A friend that I'm in this galactic astrology with was telling me that the heart has a, like we know our heart's beating over here on the left side of our chest, but over here on the right side, she was saying there's a point that is beyond time and space. So I was very fascinated to discover that that's an actual physical thing, because I was thinking that it was more of a spiritual thing. I didn't understand the physical piece to that. And I've been guiding people to the eye of the heart for a long time. So that's interesting. Another thing, when we're moving, we can move in figure eights. The body loves figure eights. It helps us integrate the information. It helps us flow with what is instead of resisting. If we're like resisting, it's really hard then to continue to flow and experience the flow of life, the ever-changing things that come to us. I really started to understand how life is ever-changing when I started studying astrology. And it's not going to do its thing, but honoring every step of our journey. These parts right here, a lot of us get stuck in when we're younger, get stuck in distraction here. And it's really important to keep moving when you touch into your stuff that you've been hiding from yourself. It's important to keep moving in love and compassion for yourself. And then when you get these big ahas, it's really important to not cling to the top and like want to stay there forever, but just be able to flow this into your entire experience, so that you're just continuing to flow through your life and continuing to expand and contract. When we breathe in and out, expanding and contracting. And when we contract, what we're doing is we're taking that information and we're clinging to of these big aha moments that disappear from us, and we bring them into our chakras. Sometimes we'll know what chakra they want to come into. and we'll just bring them into our chakras, and then they'll gestate there, and we'll learn, and we'll be able to draw from those, and they'll birth from our own bodies the information that is right for us at the right time. So this is the question we're going to be looking at during the meditation. I'm going to stop sharing right now and invite you guys to grab your scarf. I'm going to turn on the music and see if this is better. I've got the music on my phone now, so you might actually get to hear it, which is nice. And then we can move in these different patterns, or you know what, however you like to move to integrate information you just heard. So here we go. Okay, so if you want to bring your movement to a close and have a seat next to your journal, we're going to go into the meditation. So start with your feet on the ground, feel the earth. You might want to have your hands open to receive, or your hands over your heart chakra. And notice your breath. Just notice how you're breathing. And then consciously breathe more consciously. Breathe deeper. Feeling that depth within your breathing, coming into feeling the balls of your feet open up to extend some roots into the earth. We're going down to the root star chakra. Archangel Sandalphon is there helping us ground into the earth star chakra. And then helping us move to a sense of the center of the earth, connecting to the core of the earth, feeling the very center within this beautiful planet that we are standing on, feeling our connection from where we are to the galactic pole that Pluto is trine right now, this beautiful energy, this light. And we can feel the sense of this center and this energy as we can extend our central channel, that light which goes up and down our body all the time through our chakras. We can feel our central channel merging with the energy of the galactic pole. And then we feel this energy from the center of the earth come all the way up to the earth star chakra just below our feet. Feel that energy come up to our feet, through our legs to our root chakra, knowing we belong here on this planet at this time. We have something we have brought here now. Bringing that energy from the root to the sacral chakra, knowing that we are open and we have our opening our womb space, clearing our womb space, clearing our emotions, helping our emotions as we stabilize with this energy from the galactic pole, this energy from our central channel. Moving up to the solar plexus chakra where our sun is shining. This is the solar plexus chakra is our sun within our body. We know that the sun is in Aquarius right now, and we are shining our own sun in our own chart. We are feeling our light in the way we want to shine it in the world. And we feel the moon come in as we move into the heart chakra. So we feel the sun, our daylight, our ego that we constructed with our personality. And we feel all of this sun energy with this moon energy in the heart chakra. And we can feel those two chakras coming together day and night. And we bring this earth energy into the heart chakra, where Venus lives, where the divine feminine is. We have the divine feminine and the divine masculine here in our heart chakra. And then we are bringing this earth energy up into our throat chakra, and we're able to speak our truth. We can feel it all the way around in front of our neck, behind our neck. And then we can feel this earth energy go all the way up to our brow chakra. Feel that opening in the brow chakra, feeling the moon again, telling us, helping us open, helping us as we are ready to see what we've hidden from ourselves, the earth energy helping us ground that Feeling an opening now, our crown chakra. And as we open our crown chakra, we are inviting in more sun energy in Aquarius, more moon energy in Aquarius, the energies of Mercury here helping us communicate, helping us to be able to write. This beautiful, bringing all of these beautiful energies into our central channel with the galactic pole. And now opening to Uranus, which has a beautiful grounding aspect. Uranus, the planet of change. Uranus, who is not running our plans, but helping us open to what are easier ways for our soul to do its work here on this earth plane. Opening to the Uranian genius. Bringing in the stars that are conjunct this new moon, bringing in Castor, that beautiful, beautiful light in Capricornus, as well as Nishira, bringing in that light of that star, letting those stars connect with you and inform you. They are bringing light, they are bringing information into you, and that information is coming down into your heart chakra, from the crown into the heart chakra, mixing with the grounding earth energy. So we have this beautiful, all of the lights of these planets, luminaries, and stars. We've got other stars like Arcturus right here with us, and Fomalhaut right here with us. And we are mixing these energies with the energies we just pulled up from the center of the earth. So that now we have these two opposites, earth and sky, light and earth, moving together, creating a whole, a place within us that is beyond time and space, that part of our heart chakra that is our eternalness, our soulfulness. And we can feel those opposites, and we can go to that center and open the eye of the heart. And as we open into this beautiful energy, we can ask ourselves the new moon question: what is being conceived within me now on a soul level? What is being conceived? You may get a color, you may get a word, you may get an image, you may get a sound. There's all possibilities, accept it all. You may feel it in your body. There is something you may just know. So there's many ways of perceiving this. Just receive whatever and value and thank whatever is coming to you. If nothing is coming, keep asking, what is being conceived? What is being conceived? Mm. Mm. And when you feel like you've received something and you've received some information on what is being conceived within you now on a soul level, it may be beyond words what you are receiving. And you can now ask, what baby step can I take to bring this energy wanting to be conceived within me to life, to here, to my daily life on the earth? What is my baby step? Okay, when you have your baby step, you can just go over to your pen and your journal and begin writing what it was you experienced in the meditation, what you may have experienced while we were moving. And then if you have a baby step, maybe you don't have it yet, but you want to start writing so that maybe that will come to you. Right. So I'm sharing our questions again to remind you where we were and what we did. What is being conceived within me now? If you don't know what to write, write down that question. What is being conceived within me now? Because a lot of times something will come to you after you begin writing. Okay, so when you have written and you're kind of ready and you're thinking about what the baby step is, when you've got your baby step, we're going to go to the next part of the ceremony. If you want to continue writing, you can do that. If you feel ready for the next part of the ceremony, we're going to do that part. Once you keyed into what the baby step is, I'm going to stop sharing this for a sec. Keying into the baby step, my baby step is I'm going to trust that my spirit team is around me, helping me as I'm about to teach a class for my spiritualist church in San Diego on February 21st. So when I'm about to do something, sometimes I all over prepare or get anxious, and they my spirit team is telling me, no, you are prepared. We have prepared you to do this class. We are actually doing the class. You're just the human showing up. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'm facilitating this thing. I can stop worrying about it now. So that's my baby step. Okay, trust. So I'm going to take my water and think about that baby step. Trust my spirit team as I'm just trust my spirit team as I'm drinking this water. And whatever baby step you've got, drink your water, feel that all the way through your body as the water's coming through. Think about this intention, this baby step. Okay, so I mean, I know who I'm going to be asking for help, mostly Archangel Haniel. She came in and spoke some amazing words to me. She said, I am you and you are me. And I'm not saying I'm Archangel Haniel. I'm saying that I am connected to the frequency and work within the frequency of Archangel Haniel. So there was some clarification there as I was writing. I was trying to figure out exactly what the relationship was. So now I am taking a bite of this chocolate, knowing that this is a sense of communion with Archangel Haniel that I already feel, but I'm doing the motions, the physical action of communion with Archangel Haniel. Okay. And so I can feel the gift that she just gave me within my heart chakra, that she's giving me this pink egg. Usually you see eggs like this egg was like this. So if you received anything that may tell you, oh yeah, there's a connection here as we move forward with this action in my life, in my daily life, that can help you reconnect with, oh yeah, I don't have to worry. I can trust this egg of that Archangel Haniel just gave me. It's going to help me remember to trust. So if you want to write down what you just did, what you just experienced, if you want to keep writing, great. We are at an hour now. If someone would like to share anything that they received or realized, or, you know, now is the time to unmute and share anything that you experienced that you want the entire YouTube population of like 100 people that subscribe to this channel. Um, and hello, people that are watching the replay, please hit the subscribe button. We want more than 100 people here. So, and then there's a little like thing. If you, for some reason, if you click those things, it really helps. So, Is anybody willing to unmute and share at this point? Okay, it's okay. Sometimes it's better to hold this sacred information that you received within yourself so that it just stays with you and it's part of you, and you're incubating it, and you're taking us, you know that you're going to be taking a step, but right now it's too precious to share. And I'm going to hang on the line, right? I'm going to hang on the Zoom after we close out the ceremony, if anybody wants to share, just with a couple people that are here to listen or stick around to listen. So I'm going to share the screen again and tell you when the next new moon ceremony is. And that is hopefully on the next slide. Yep.
You're muted, Renee. Renee, you're muted.
Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Okay. How long have I been muted? Oh, yeah.
It was for a while.
Okay. Okay. Is there anybody that wants to share what they received in the ceremony? Okay. Okay. I don't see anybody with that unmuted. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm checking my calendar for the next new moon ceremony, which I have on here in March somewhere. This is cute. Okay, thank you. Anyway, okay, so I will put the next new moon ceremony in the show notes. And what we are going to sing now, I know some of you guys have to go. We're going to sing our closing song, which is putting us together in a circle of love. So just imagine that all of us here, all of us 7 people, plus the people who are watching the replay, so we can just feel a circle with them. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up live. Thank you so much for watching the replay. Please subscribe. Please let me know if you need any help with anything, any support. Blessings and love to you.